Welcome to The Sound of Freedom. This is Mark Devlin, and you don't often hear me speaking on these. Normally I prefer to keep quiet and just let the music do the talking, but I wanted to say a few words on this occasion because it's a special episode. We are up to our 100th show. Come a long way since I launched this at the end of 2013 as a new concept, initially to be put out on the ill-fated, doomed The People's Voice TV network. Who remembers that? When that whole thing went south, I put the show out on SoundCloud for a while before SoundCloud dumped me on copyright BS grounds, and so I moved the show over onto Spreaker, and it's been hosted on there ever since alongside Mixcloud. So all these years on, 7 years, I'm still not aware of anything similar to this online. A show which brings together conscious, meaningful message music from switched on, awakened artists and puts new stuff with tunes from decades past to tell their own story. I have great fun curating these, putting them together, bringing together music from a variety of different sources, often direct from the music makers themselves, and so this episode is very much in the spirit of all the others, and I think it really speaks to the times in which we find ourselves. So I'm kicking off with a couple of COVID-related spoof satire tracks, just devastatingly cynical, called You Can Mask If You Want To and We Will Mock You. I've put together a compilation track myself which I've called Media Whore Liars, and the concept behind that will become apparent when you hear it. We got some conscious hip-hop tracks from the likes of Favourite Son, a classic from K Reno, something new from Tom McDonald, going back into the archives for Pete Rock and CL Smooth and Above the Law. Then we're going into a reggae selection from the likes of Max Romeo, Dennis Brown and Fabian. I've got a cut from Brian Harvey. Yes, believe it or not, Brian Harvey is going in hard with the real talk on the state of the world in 2020. Who would have thought that the singer from East 17 all those years ago would be coming with this amount of fire? Do check it out. Throwbacks also from John Lennon, Bob Marley, Gary Clayle and the All New Sound System, and finishing off with something from Massive Attack, and trying to leave you with some inspirational, uplifting music as we bow out of this show. So it's the Sound of Freedom Show 100. Big shout to all the regulars that check it out. Thanks to everyone for sharing. Thanks to everyone for getting in touch with their feedback, those who do. And here's to another 100 episodes. Let's get inside it. The Sound of Freedom, a landmark occasion.